Morning, y'all. It is a beautiful Saturday morning here at Fort Jackson, South Carolina. I'm here for a little bit on orders, and just got back from running about 2 miles, mile and a half, something like that. And what I wanted to do is talk to you guys a little bit about my journey to lowering my blood pressure. Now, that might sound a bit silly to a lot of you that know that I'm not 40, 50, 60 years old, working on trying to avoid a stroke. But I think it's something that cropped up back in 2019, a few years ago, when I was eating a lot of salty food, kind of doing whatever I liked, not doing a ton of cardio. And since then, I've been trying to bring it down from about 130 over 90 some, 130 over 100 some, to where it's at now, probably in the 120s, 110s, and over 70. So I think it's the diastolic, hyperbolic, something like that. I don't know the terminology. I'm not a physician, but for those of you guys out there that may have a little high blood pressure, maybe it's like 150, 160, and it's actually high. Mine would be considered a little bit more pre-hypertension. And it's just something that the doctor told me to kind of watch out for. And it's tough because when you hear about high blood pressure, it's okay. Well, you have bad eating habits, like your diet needs work, or you're not working out enough. And for somebody that's in the military, in the reserve at least, but care about my fitness quite a bit, that's just part of who I am, right? Nobody needs to tell me to go work out, to go run every morning, and get my lift in the afternoon. And so it's kind of disappointing to hear that, have this high blood pressure despite doing all these things. And so it's something that I've tried to work on and really limit my sodium intake when possible. Obviously, trying to drink a little bit less, which works sometimes. And one big thing really is what I just did this morning, which I do every morning, which is getting my cardio in. I think it's been great, not only just for the routine, but being able to kind of de-stress my mind at the beginning of the day and get the blood flowing. I feel that if I'm sitting at work or in class or whatever it might be, after the morning has started and I haven't gone for a run, I feel sluggish, my brain is slower, and maybe it's a placebo kind of thing, but I feel great, getting the cardio in every morning. And that's kind of a step that I've taken to try and lower my blood pressure. Whether or not that's worked, I think it's shown through the days, especially that my diet is on point with low sodium, kind of some less red meat intake, coupled with being able to run, every morning, at least a mile or two. It's nothing serious where if I'm running 4 or 6 miles every morning, there's no way I'm going to be able to keep that up and put it in my routine. But, even when I'm at gunnery, like earlier this year when I was at gunnery, I was able to get a run in every single morning, even though we got to the range, 5, 6 a.m. I would get up at 4, get my run in, shower, get my day started. And I think it's just a great part of the routine and helps with the blood pressure a little bit. So I have a blood pressure monitor at home that I use to track it, and hovering around, like I said, 110s, 120s, over I think 80 or 90. And I will say one thing about the home blood pressure monitors is that they're not as accurate as what you would get if say a nurse or a doctor were to put the armband on you and do it manually. I think sometimes the bands, maybe they compress too much, or I don't know exactly the science behind it, but the doctors said that the one I have is the Omron, one of the Omron blood pressure monitors, and it may not be the most accurate thing in the world. So if that's the only thing you're using to track your blood pressure, then perhaps that's part of the reason why it's a little bit higher than if you go to the doctor's office and it's showing that it's pretty normal, then you should be good to go. So, like I said, those are some of the things that, I'm doing right now. Diet, obviously, every day I try to eat pretty lean when I can. Honestly, living in Texas, it's kind of hard to avoid the red meat because I love barbecue. Who does not love barbecue? As Charles Barkley once said, vegetarians are not real. Who can turn down a good piece of bacon or a nice filet mignon or some baby back ribs? Man. Yeah, but I love chips too. That might be part of it as well. But you know, try to be disciplined. Try to have that self-control when putting food and fuel in my body. You know, don't put cheap gas in a race car kind of thing. And yeah, I mean, running, really a big part of it that I'll continue to do probably for years to come, just because it's a good thing for the body and it makes me feel good to start my day with that. And I guess I'll keep you guys posted on my progress with my blood pressure. I think this is more of an informal avenue for me to kind of track my progress here and approach it. You know, every day I record my runs on Strava, but I don't have like a Nike waistband or chest band or any fancy gadgets that I wear to track my blood pressure. So maybe with technology improving, I'll get one of those trackers sometime in the near future and be able to do that as well to get some metrics on how my progress is. But yeah, I guess this is the first video of maybe a few that I'll make about kind of the progress here with lowering my blood pressure. And I know it's the thing that, you know, a lot of folks struggle with, whether it's, you know, passed down through genetics or just your eating habits, or what your lifestyle habits are with working out, getting your cardio in, that type of thing. So hope you guys enjoyed the video a little bit, and you know, hopefully stay tuned for the next video I make about this. Hopefully my blood pressure will be a lot lower, and keep you guys posted on kind of status updates, just bigger picture on my lifestyle changes, if there are any, in terms of, you know, diet and exercise especially. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.